Trap setter.
Trap set.
Madness. 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 Traps. Madness. Madness. Trap setter.
Trap set.
Madness. Trap setter. Madness. Madness.
Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. Zane. A long time in a year that tune. Long time in a year that tune.
Madness. Trap setter.
Trap set. Trap set. Trap set.
Madness. Trap setter.
Trap set. Trap
Madness. Trap setter.
Trap set. Trap set. Trap set. Trap set. Trap set. Make it bang, chop setter. Girl, make it bang, chop setter. Make it bang, chop setter. Real up. Real up.
Never get a girl down.
Real up.
Can't take a girl down.
Real up.
Girl, you have ambition.
Real up.
You have one of them down.
Real up.
You never make a man down.
Real up.
Girl, you have one of them down.
Real up. Chop setter. Está bien. Cámbiame la vete, no está bien. When you back it, you catch it, you need it, you drop it, está bien.
But yo, what kind of bad art is this, man? What kind of bad art is this? That way there. End of the bit, that way there. Somebody said I'm confused. Diane Levy said she confused. What confused you now, sister? What is the confusion? Tell me what is the confusion. God is not the author of confusion. No, Nesta, what you say? This is not new music. Yeah. All right, big up on yourself, people. Give thanks to the reasoning. Zane, give thanks to the reasoning. Now, as we said before, we have moved the reasoning over to the Subi Live, and we are actually streaming now for the first time on Subi Live. So if you're on Subi Live, big up yourself. Zane? Yeah, big up on yourself if you're not logging over there. So. Because that's how we're going to take the social reasoning, because Facebook too sensitive. You understand? And we don't want to lose the page, because if we lose the page, we're not going to get nowhere to promote the music when we come out with music. You understand? So we're not going to get anywhere to promote the music. Seeing? Big up yourself, Imhotep, the grand teacher. Seeing? Big up yourself, Angela. Happy holidays. I hope it's not too cold in England. Yes, what may I say? Big up yourself, Messiano, Sophia, Sim Diffian, big up yourself. Yeah. Kayin, big up yourself. Yeah, Kayin. Boy, I tell you, Kayin, I forgot to make a take over the page just yesterday. I laughed till my week after I come off of the live. After I come off of the live yesterday, I tell you, say, a beer laugh, I feel laugh, my brother. I tell you, big up yourself, Marshall. Joy, big up yourself. See, big up, yo, all I want to big up here, man. So today is what? Today is actually, what date is today? Today is the 28th. So we have 3 more days before the year done, people. Yeah, 3 more days before the year done. Damn, that year will fly fast. Talk the truth. That year will fly faster. Zin, that year will fly fast. Now, we want to touch on a sensitive topic in the day. Zin? We want to touch on a sensitive topic in the day. And of course, what people in them feelings, and we understand what the reasoning is about. See? So the reason in the day is actually dealing with the history of mass murder. See? Whether Bible or the historical events that has happened over time. You understand me? I say? We want to look upon all of them mass murder, both from a biblical standpoint and a historical standpoint. See? When I say historical standpoint, I talk about murders like the Crusades, them and all of them type of murders. See? So, first thing we have to understand is, people have a way to say that when all of these things happen, is Satan doing it? Or is Satan carried out these things? But that is actually not factual. That is not true. You understand? I'm not talking about some little pockets where you have some, people form a little cult and, like maybe a few people get killed and them say them did Satanism. You see? Actually, when you look at even the Church of Satan does not even subscribe to mass killing of innocent lives. You understand me? I say innocent people. The Church of Satan actually does not promote that. You see? So you really have people where, from time to time people go to them way and do these things. Like, but it's not like, you just say like a major event. that unfolded. See? So, if the Church of Satan, if you look at the Church of Satan philosophy or them doctrine, see? You see what I'm saying? I say no. The church has a policy of enrolling new members while the church several main holidays, blue, 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 blue. The church rituals are designed to lead to members' acceptance of perspectives centered on anti-establishmentarianism. See? So them against basically, like establishment, like all the people them sit on top of the hierarchy and them thing. That is where the church, the Church of Satan, policies. These are the things that they go against. So them deal with self-assertion, right? See? Them deal with gratification. Yeah? The church opposes the breaking of any laws made for the common good and opposes the use of drugs. That means that them not deal with them thinking about that, say, yo, a Satan people them, so them are deal with hard drugs and, them not deal with that. Right? See? Them celebrates main holidays, several main holidays, foremost, in keeping with the self-assertive perspective, is one's own birthday, right? See? Unlike traditional Satanism, which operates in a supernatural world of angels and demons, God and Satan, Lavee's assertion, this is the man who actually created the Church of Satan, right? Lavee's assertion of Satanism was initially a statement of disbelief in supernaturalism altogether. See? Satan was seen not as the evil opposite of God, but as a Promethean figure who represented modern secular man at his best. See? Living in the present with little regard for the future. See? This is what the monk them subscribe to. Living in the present with little regard for the future. So basically, they must say, yo, we're up on earth, so we're going to live a certain way on earth. Like we're going to make the best of earth. Instead of plan for go to heaven. That is what they must say, yo, so they must live in the present. See? Satanic principle asserted that humans were simply animals, right, who lived a time on earth and should enjoy that life. You see? So sometimes you hear about Satan is a man that drink blood and all them things. No. Contrary to where you believe, them blood drinkers they and all of them something there is not Satanism them are dealing. Most of those people are from the society of Jesus. That is what we don't understand, That is what, So we hear people that drink blood and all of them things and have certain rituals. But you have to understand, say, these people actually are from, what I call it, no, without getting banned or without getting flagged. These people are actually from like the supernatural being where them people they worship. Yes, so I say, I don't want to call them deity name. But now I'm not for do Satan. You see what I say? Like people would I say tell us the what them name the people when them say like Beyonce them and G0D them and them people they subscribe to. Or the practice them when them subscribe to what people always talk about. See? Them thing they no link to no Satan, That you have to understand, Them people that link to you see what I say? Right? So I skip around it because I don't want to call out certain name and then ban the page. See? So Satanic principle asserted that humans were simply animals who lived a time on earth and should enjoy that life. They should value indulgence. Right? So people go to see this and say, yo, what do you mean by value indulgence? Indulging in what? Right? Right? They should value indulgence, vital existence, undefiled wisdom. So you see this? Undefiled wisdom. This is important. Is it? Undefiled wisdom. That means pure wisdom, This, Remember, say Satan are the one who tell us, if you eat of the tree, you're going to have knowledge and wisdom. So that's what the people actually subscribe to. I mean, I'm not a part of the Satanic church, so you can calm down and don't bother get ahead of yourself. See? We just set the argument. See? So then deal with undefiled wisdom, kindness, of the deserving. That means a kind to people who kind to you are people who deserve it. Like, don't take your money and go get to the pastor. We are talking about Jesus. And no say, he might take your money and I live some lavish lifestyle while you are dead for hungry. And you still give him. Right? Vengeance, right? So that means, do unto others. Responsibility to the responsible. Right? And the practice of those sins that lead to mental and physical gratification. That means that even sex. Right? So them not dealing with no. They're not dealing with no fornication. If you fornicate, you sin. They're not dealing with that. So they must say the practice of those sins that lead to mental and physical gratification. You see what I say? That means that if it let you feel good, or if it let you accomplish something by doing, having sex or carrying out certain acts, once it is gratifying to your mental and physical state, without imposing on others' mental and physical state. So basically, in a nutshell, is that them principle is grounded on the Church of Satan. Yeah? Not like some people that go and do some blood drinking in some little sector and kill 10 and 20 people. But no, when we're talking about the real mass murder and them thing by the other religious factors, them. If we check the Church of Satan and what them practice, and check the Catholic Church and how it was founded and the atrocities that was committed when the Catholic Church was founded, then you'd get a total, different outcome when you compare the Church of Satan to the Catholic Church. You understand what I say? So watch this now. When we talk about evil that has been committed historically, if you look at even the wars them, look at the wars them that has been committed over the years. Look at all of the wars them that has been committed, even at in the modern times, right? If you look at World War I, those people that were fighting those wars, yeah, those people were Christian people, fighting World War I, Those people that were fighting the war between the German and the Americans, and most of these people were Christians, or to a lesser extent, maybe the other major religion them. See, but not satanic people. You have nobody in a World War I that said, oh, these people that were fighting in the war, they were satanic worshippers or Satan worshippers. The people them that fought in World War I, that went and killed so many, killing off themselves and killing off thousands of innocent or millions of innocent people. These people were actually from either of the three major religious organizations that had nothing to do with no Satan. So there you go, right there, You see? Yeah, man, Robert, Hitler may not believe in Jesus, but Hitler was not an atheist. Hitler was not fighting a war and say, yo, Satan, send me into this war. They have nothing historical to say, oh, Hitler prayed to Satan before he went into the war. You see what I say? So if we check what religion Hitler subscribed to, we can look it up quickly. If we check what religion Hitler subscribed to, we'll not see Satanism. What religion Hitler subscribed to? I guarantee you. And I'm right. I'm 100% right. I'm 100% right. 100% right. Me not guess this. Tell me, I tell you. See there? That's why the Pope did a link. Hitler was born, right, to a practicing Catholic mother and was baptized in the Roman Catholic Church. His father was a free thinker and skeptical of the Catholic Church. In 1904, he was confirmed at the Roman Catholic Cathedral in Linz, Austria, where he lived, where the family lived, right? Hitler hated Judaism, but he loathed Christianity, right? Too, right? Same he hated Christianity too, right? So watch this now. Go get this out of the way. Right? At first, Adolf Hitler seemed to accept Christianity. In his childhood, Hitler was enthralled by the pomp of the ritual of the Catholic Church. Right? His mother, blah, 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 blue, blue, blue. In Hitler's eyes, Christianity was a religion fit only for slaves. See? Yeah? I had a particular liking for the delicate subjects in the Bible, he said, and I took a naughty pleasure in asking embarrassing questions. Right? So Hitler maybe did ask questions about the Bible. Though Hitler was impressed and inspired by the hierarchical structure of Catholic Church, he grew to view its spiritual teachings. Right? So he was connected to the Catholic Church. Maybe he wasn't like a straight up Catholic man, 100% Catholic man, but he was actually, big up yourself, Donna. He was actually linked to the Catholic Church. See, because I remember say the Catholic Church could have did stop the war, and them never did stop the war, based on the teachings. See? So what I say is, beyond the point that Hitler may have been not a practicing Christian, but he was not he did not subscribe to well, that can be true, Robert. Maybe he was a Gnostic. Maybe you're right. So there we go. So even if he was a Gnostic, he never subscribed to Satanism then. Yes, what I say. So it wasn't like, Satan, was the one who caused Hitler to do all of these things. But we would look at it and say, Satan did use Hitler, but Hitler did not subscribe to Satan. See? So what I'm saying is, most of the mass murder around the world, or maybe all of the mass murder them we know about, is linked to religion. If you look at the Crusades, right? If you look at the Crusades, who's fighting in the Crusades? Who's fighting in the Crusades? Or who was fighting in the Crusades? Right? Who was fighting in the Crusades? In the Crusades, them, a Christian and Islam a fight, and Muslims, don't it? Our Jews and Muslim a fight. Jews and Christian a fight over Jerusalem, right? Or Islam and Jews a fight over the territory. It's always that, The war them happening around the world, is like religious factors fighting against each other, It's not like Satan. It's not like you have a group of people that are satanic, are Satan people, see? That are saying, we over here, we are satanic people, and we are carrying out atrocities against Christian people or Islam people or Judaism people. It has never been that. It has always been the major religions them around the world. They are the ones who have been going at each other. And when they go at each other and they start dropping all the bombs and the running with them machinery and all of them things there, military and all of them things there, it's always that. Even if you look at the Korean War, the West that went into the Korean War and started the war with the Koreans them and the Chinese them. You see what I say? Is Christian people still going to that war? It's not like the people them from over the side here, over Asia, initiated a war. See? And the Christian people them went to free the people and defend the people them. It was initiated by, you see what I say? If you look at even North Korea, where them say the brother in North Korea is a madman, it's like you never hear yet, Kim Jong-un or whatever his name is over there worshiping Satan. So if you look at World War I, World War II, these wars were fought by who? Religious people from the major religion them. There's no satanic people fighting these wars. You see what I say? There's never been any satanic people carrying out any mass murder or any world war or any of these things. It's never been that. The Vietnam War, the people that initiated the Vietnam War, these were like Christian people going into Vietnam and starting them war there. It's not like some people in Vietnam were worshiping devils and demons and people going there to free these people from the satanic people them. And the satanic people them retaliated and killed a bunch of people. It was never been that. There's never been any wars on earth. Never been in our lifetime. I don't know about and in the history what I've read so far. You see what I say? I've not seen any war that was like, oh, satanic people starting this war or satanic people started this war. I've never seen that. See? Exactly. Even in the Americas, when the Spaniards them and the Europeans them, when they invaded the Mayans and the Aztec and the Inca societies, the Incas and the Mayans them, they were not worshiping no Satan. The Incas them and the Mayans them, these people were subscribing to the Celestials. These people were like sun worshippers and moon worshippers and different dimension worshippers, and they believed in heaven under the ground, what we call heaven, like another world. These people believed that there were other worlds under the ground and there were certain other world, you know, heavens and all of them things there. So these people were not like satanic people attacking Christian people. These were like European people that were Roman Catholic people or Protestant people. These were like Christian people going into these societies and starting war and killing off millions of people. In what? In the name of the religion or the deity that they served. You have to understand that, you know, people. We have no history on the earth where no satanic people started any form of war on the earth. Remember, you know, Islam is supposed to be about peace. Christianity is supposed to be about love. Well, Judaism, you know, is yet we don't know yet. You understand me I say? But the major religions them on the earth that we get to know, the major religions them, Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. If you check all the wars them that you know happened throughout history, these wars were linked with these type of people. They initiated the wars. We have no wars on earth, and we had no wars that anybody say, oh, it's Satan start them war there, you know. And some satanic people went and they killed 200,000 people. Or the satanic people killed. There's no history of satanic people killing over 100,000 people. We have the Crusades. We have Constantine when he saw the cross in the sky, killing off thousands of people to accept Christianity. We have the Catholic Church, who were actually in the Inquisition, killing off thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people, burning people alive to accept Christianity. These people were deemed satanic. This is the people that were killed, you know. The Gnostic, you know, some of the Gnostic people that were killed, you know, are the non-believers, you know. The non-believers are people that the Catholic Church are the people that were, you know, a part of the Inquisition. These people actually looked at people and were like, oh, what you believe in? You believe in Jesus or God or whatever the deity, they call the deity at the time, Jesus maybe. And if the people said they did not believe in Jesus, they would have killed them. And if they said they didn't accept Christianity, they would have killed them. Nothing to say, oh, people were killed to accept Satan. We don't have that documented, you know, people. Is that I'm trying to say to you, you know. We don't have nothing documented where mass murder was carried out. Or mass murders were carried out for people to accept Satan. And you would think Listen to this, you know. You would think that Satan is the one that people would have to kill to accept. Now listen to the argument, you know, people. Listen to the argument, you know, man. Remember, you know, Satan is supposed to be the evil one, you know. And we have no documented history or events where we can say people were killed in numbers to accept Satan. Because you would think that is the bad one people would be forced to accept. But the good one, the good God, and the good Allah, and the good Jesus, there are history of people getting killed to accept them. This is history. This is not like I'm trying to attack anyone's religion. This is history. Slavery, the African people, they knew nothing about any Satan. The African people didn't know Satan. There was no Satan in the African rituals. So it's not like some Christian people went in to save the people from Satan, or satanic people out of Africa attacked the Europeans that were Christians. No, it's the Europeans that were supposed to be Christ-like Christian people. It's actually these people went into the territories like Africa and took out people and actually enslaved them. And we know what happened with these people that they took out. Rape, murder, hanging, all of these things, take away them religious books, them or them whatever they practice, all them rituals, they actually eradicated it from the people them. They actually said, you know what, we're taking away what you have by force. So people were actually killed for practicing what them call voodoo. Not the voodoo people killing Christian people. Not the voodoo, because they say that the voodoo thing is satanic. So it's actually the people that were practicing voodoo were sentenced to death. Not the other way around. Not Satan, the evil one, attacking the good people. We have no history of that people where the satanic people attacking the good people. The natives them were attacked by who? Europeans that were what? Protestants or Catholics. Not the other way around. So where that leave we? If we check all of the history, the Crusades them. If you look at the Crusades them, you know, let's look at the Crusades quickly. Just to prove the point, some people don't know. The Crusades, who fought in the Crusades? Crusade 1 and Crusades 2, right? It's not even one crusade, right? Who fought in the crusade? Which religious people fought in the crusade, right? You see, a technology, you know. One time we'd have to go ask somebody and one bag of something to get this, no? Watch this. See the Crusades here, I know. See a quick synopsis of the Crusades here. Look at this. The Crusades are complete history, a comprehensive account of a compelling and controversial topic, whose bitter legacy resonates to this day. Watch this now. Watch this. During the last 4 decades, the Crusades have become one of the most dynamic eras in historical inquiry. which points to the increasing curiosity to understand and interpret these extraordinary events. What persuaded people in the Christian West, look at this now, man, to recapture Jerusalem? This has nothing to do with Satan. What if people dead in other warrior people? I know them warrior. See it? What impact did the success of the first crusade, 1099, have on Muslims? See it again? Nothing to do with Satan. Look at this. What impact did the success of the first crusade have on the Muslims, Christian and Jewish communities of the Eastern Mediterranean? We not see, if you go through the whole of this, you don't see nothing about Satan. Satan has done nothing in our lifetime that we can talk about and or what we read about and say, yo, Satan is the one who did that, or people did that in the name of Satan. We don't have that, people. Right in here, so right here, so you're looking at right here, so just read this chapter alone, give you a good understanding, right? This give you a good understanding of why the world is the way it is. These are the three major religions them in this one paragraph. Excuse me. This one paragraph here, so. The three major religions right here, so sum this up. This is basically the thesis of the argument. Right here, so the meat, you know. Right here, so you know. Right here, so you know, people. We don't see nothing about no Satan. Satan never have a business. You see that? Satan never have a business. Yo, then nobody did business with Satan. Nobody was not even looking at Satan. Satan played no role in the Crusades. None. None. Let's look at this. Look at the biblical account of Satan versus God when it comes down to murders. Just look at this, because this can be proven. Another thing that can be proven. Just read this. This is a good read. See? Murders, God versus Satan. These calculations by Steve Wells are a year old, but I just became aware of them and decided to post them. It's a list of people whom God killed, as recounted in the Bible. See? The biblical figures go all the way from the 42 youths by God sent a bear in retribution for their joking about Elisha's bald head. So there's a 42 look a youth who did a laugh off a man's bald head. And God sent a bear to kill them. Nothing to do with Satan. If this were to happen, if my bald head, because I have a little bald spot, if in our time now, some kids jokingly mocked me about a bald spot in my head, and I call out my dogs, my big Doberman dog, I'm a big Rottweiler. I just call out the Rottweiler and say, go get them. And the Rottweiler bite up the 42 children. Them going to sentence me to life or maybe to death. Just picture this, people. This is supposed to be a satanic move, Where you're laughing off a man bald head. 42 children laughing at a man bald head. But people going to justify it and say, well, it's God and God can do anything. So God get a pass. We're not arguing on that. We're arguing about the way how people stigmatize the name Satan and think that, stigmatize people with the name Satan and think that it is supposed to be some form of demonic name that they're giving you. When the true demonic name is yet to be, understand. or understood. If I call out my big dog, if I'm a Christian, right? If I were a Christian and some ballad, some youth laughing off of my ballad, and I feel that they're mocking me, and I say, bully, get them. And someone can actually prove that I said, bully, get them. Or I left the gate open for the dog to run out and get them. Or one of the children them get saved and tell the police that I said, get them. I gone to prison. And no one is going to say that, oh, they should not have mocked the man of God. No one in this time here is going to say, oh, they shouldn't have mocked the man of God. Maybe this man would. See, it is a Christian, this disciple ministry. Say, I'm sorry for me. I guess I'm meme attack. Not for the children, them that will get bite up. Not for the 42 children, them will get killed. I'm sorry for me. Because it's basic understanding. You see, there's a sensitive topic, you know. And people getting on them feelings when you're pointing out the truth. But this is the truth. This is not something. If you put this on Satan, if we should put this on Satan, let us just remove the word God. Right? If we remove the word God and say, Satan sent 2 bears to kill 42 children. Listen to me. That would be one of the main piece that religious people use to denounce Satan. Religious people have been denouncing Satan for centuries. Guess for what reason? For giving us knowledge and wisdom. If it were not for Satan, we wouldn't have knowledge and wisdom. Even God himself said it, you know. God said because of Satan, man knows good from evil. And now man has become one of us. God sent that out of his own, whatever he used to communicate with people. God said because of Satan, man, let me find it. No, let me finish this first. So this is a good read. So watch this now. So he used 40, he killed 42 youths because a man joke about Elisha's head. This is in the Bible. This is facts. Right? 14,700 Israelites killed for complaining about God killing the other Israelites, according to way in the Bible. Right? So the estimate, right, from the Bible about how many people God killed compared to how much people Satan killed, right? The estimate from the Bible is 2,476,636 people. You know how much people Satan killed? 10. In the whole Bible. In the whole Bible, this wicked demonic something here, what we supposed to be talking about and demonizing and be afraid of, went into a garden and all it did was said to a woman, eat the fruit, man, you're not going to dead. You're going to get wise. Your eyes going to open and you're going to know good from evil. Which happened. Her eyes were open and she did not die. But man claims say, oh, she died a physical death. But how she died a physical death if they were not in the physical? Remember, they were not mortal beings because they did not even know that they were naked. Adam was in the garden with a woman and at no point did he give her any penis. Because you can't give a woman penis unless you know that she's naked or she knows that you are naked. So they didn't even know that they could have sex. Because remember, God went on to say, from now on, your desire will be only for the man. So God actually cursed the woman and said, your desire will be only for the man. Well, we know now, woman right now desires for women too. So because Jesus came and died for our sins, woman now have desire for women too. So come like, is another, but that's a different topic. But it's 10 people Satan kill in the Bible. Give thanks, Rowan. This is what hurt Christian people and religious people, you know. And it's not me saying it, you know, people. This is something that we can all look at together, you know. I'm not saying this, people. I'm telling you that Satan only killed 10 people in the Bible. And these 10 people that Satan, quote unquote, killed, God allowed him to do it. God told him to do it. God gave him permission to kill them. The 10 people that they claim that Satan killed in the Bible, God was the person who had conspired. Because God was the one who said to Job, said to Satan, go, have you considered my servant Job? So God is the one who actually said to Satan, say, yo, let me make a bet. Let us make a bet. People being offended, people. I'm talking from the Bible. The pastor not going to tell you, but I'm going to tell you. Is God actually made a bet with Satan, you know? Let us find it for the naysayers. Let's find it for the naysayers. People, we're not making up stuff, people. We're reasoning about something that I think is important for us to understand. You know, if you be a part of the reasoning if you don't want. If you think this is blasphemous, maybe you want to do yourself the favor and take away yourself, because God said, don't sit in the seat of the scornful or stand in the ways of sinner. So maybe to save your soul from the fire, maybe it's a good time for you to take away yourself. Maybe it's a good time for you to not be here, people, because I don't want to offend you, because I'm not here to tell you to stop being a Christian or being a Muslim or whatever you are. I just give you proof. You understand? So we're not making up anything. So have a good day. If this is not for you, have a good day, walk good. You see me I say? Don't sin yourself here. Because I don't want nobody go to hell and tell God, say, me, make them end up down there. See? This is just some constructive reasoning. You feel free to contest the argument, but if it's going to hurt your practice or your beliefs, it's time for you to take away yourself. So we just a reason. You understand me I say? We are big people and we are reason. See? So let us look at this now. Because people actually always use the story as an inspirational story. Yes, it's an inspirational story for me too, because this show me that Satan is not actually the demonic person that people make out Satan to be. In all truth. Is that them tell us that, and even Jamaican people, especially Jamaican people, if a youth in the ghetto and the police them come and shoot him and say him did a deal in a badness, Jamaican people block the road, burn down places, burn tire, shoot, burn up police car, all kind of things, because them kill an innocent youth. So if we have no evidence of any wickedness where Satan do, why we continue to demonize Satan? We have no evidence. There is, let me put this on record. We have no evidence of anything wicked that Satan done. Please, point to me, show me one wickedness where Satan do. There is none. Look at this. Read this. Now there was a day when the sons of God, boom, sons of God, bam. Now there was a day when the sons of God, excuse me, came to present themselves before the Lord, right? And Satan also among them. Satan came also among them. This is Satan still linking up with God. It's not me make this up, people. You have to ask your pastor that. Me not give you nothing to send your soul go to hell. Me I read right in the Bible. This is biblical. The sons of God came to present themselves. Who showed up with them? Satan. And the Lord said unto who? Satan. Whence comest thou? So God said, where you come from? Then Satan answered the Lord. See it? The big L. So it's not the Lord of England this now. This is a big L. It's an uppercase L. Uppercase L. So you know it's the big daddy this. So Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down in it. See? Listen this now. Because people always tell lie on Satan here, so you know. It's a whole heap of lie them tell on Satan right here, so you know, people. Because what? People just have it already, have a preconceived mind already when it comes down to Satan. Like them call me Satan. And me are one of the kindest human beings on earth, because I would never walk past a hungry child. I would never see a man rape a child and tell him to continue. I would never see a man hurt an old lady. And I would never call death upon no one that has not offended me or tried to bring judgment down on me. So who said this? And the Lord said unto Satan, God attacked to Satan, yes, so all the Christians, them were vexed with Satan. Your daddy is still talking to Satan. Or still was cool with Satan after him leave heaven. And you will keep malice with your brother because Satan is the sons of God. God and Satan in them war according to the story. You know, have nothing to do with me. Why me I keep malice with Satan? Satan has done nothing for me to keep malice with him. Boom. Yeah? And the Lord said unto Satan, his son, this same son, Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job? A God asked Satan if him considered his servant Job. Rules if Satan is the father of lie. I'm going to prove that to you and show you, say, a lie you are telling upon Satan. And liars cannot enter the kingdom of God. This is a lie right here. Satan is not no father of lies. Because Satan was created by God. And if God created Satan, that means where lies come from. So Satan must be the father of lies. Who made lies? Who created lies? Well, God told you. God said, I created good and evil. I am the Lord who do all these things. So you're wrong. Satan is not the father of lies. Satan would be the son of lies. Yeah? So back to the argument. Father Roel. You see? So Miss Hall asked if it could be a rhetorical question. Yeah, it would have been a rhetorical question because God already knew that what Satan was up to. But as thou considered my servant Job, yes, it's a rhetorical question because God would have already known if he considered him. So that's a good point, Miss Hall. See? God did already know that, so God asked him, maybe God want confirmation. Or maybe God want to check if Satan is a liar. Because God already knew what was in Satan's heart. But God still asks him. But why is it now a question where God interested in asking him? Because God said, and the Lord said unto Satan, as thou consider my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth God and escheweth evil. So this is no longer rhetorical. Because God is saying, God is saying to Satan, brethren, Job are the most perfect, upright man. Me know right now, say, if you tempt him not go switch. That is like you know, Miss Hall. Me I said to Imhotep, say, say, I love Miss Hall. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I'm a new big woman wife, Yo, she cooked the wickedest cornmeal porridge star. John, but yo. You ever try off her? Have you ever think of trying off of Miss Hall? But me don't know say Imhotep, because I can read Imhotep mind and I can see in him heart. But me ask him still to see if him a go lie. So me say to Imhotep, me big woman, big bottom Christian lady. Miss Hall. Yeah, man, me in with her, Yeah, man, the first time she wear a body rider, come on me show me, I tell her, say, me in with her. Me in with her, me love her bad. Yeah, man, and the wickedest big woman that right now, when you come out to fling it up on the left and fling it up on the right, fling it up. Yeah, man. Have you considered her? You ever draw for her yet? You ever think of drawing for her yet, Imhotep? Because there is none like she. She faithful. She not go get away. Trust me. And me alone she broke it down for. Hard work. I am me alone. So that really a rhetorical question that Miss Hall. Me know say Imhotep. Me know when I'm hot. But me just test him. If say if him a think when me a think. Or if him really I got challenge. When me a think. Say you're faithful. You're not going to give away the thing. See? So you will go on now. So after God done tell the man, say, this man is a perfect and an upright man and one that feareth God and escheweth evil. That means, say, him despise evil. Then Satan answered the Lord and said, don't Job fear God for naught? That means that Satan has said to him, say, you can't go and talk, If you take away everything from him and just you give him some things, make him love you. Well, that now is Imhotep now. Imhotep I go say to me after me I tell him, say, Miss Hall is a favorite Christian woman with her big bottom. I fling it up on the left, fling it up on him. I say, you can't go and talk. Because your name Vegas. Why she a deal with you so? And why she faithful to you? And because you give her money. And because you buy her the battery rider. Stop by her battery rider and say she not done with you. And I say, what? You're an idiot, man. You're an idiot. All of me not give her nothing, she still gonna love me. And Imhotep say, well, let her go on, you say no, Miss Hall. You can't go around the argument. So Satan answer God and said to God, in brethren, doth Job fear God for naught? Hast thou made an hedge about him, and about his house, and about all that he hath on every side, that thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land? So Satan say, because you do all of them things for Job, why I'm so faithful to you, But put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face. This is not no longer a rhetorical thing going on, so Miss Hall. This is a basic conversation with two men have and say, the man faithful star, and the next man say, you idiot. If you put your hand now and take away everything we have, him I go curse you. He's going to curse you to your face. And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power. And God sent Satan upon him. Listen this, man. Stop playing with no people, man. Stop telling me about Satan. Satan no kill nobody. Not even the 10 people where them saying kill. Satan no kill nobody, people. God said, and the Lord said unto Satan, behold, look here now. Hear me now, Satan. Hear what me I say, Satan. Check this out. All that the earth is in thy power. God gave Satan the power. Stop telling me about there is power in the name of Jesus alone. See, God give Satan power, yes, so. What I'm telling you, man. Stop playing with me, man. It's the same power where them get for go crusades, go war. Same power for the Inquisition. Same power for slavery. Same power for all of the mass murder that were going on in the world. This is it. Same flying into the World Trade Center. Religious factors, religious ideologies and religious extremists decided that they're going to fly planes into a building. Whosoever do it, I don't know who do it, or one of them do it. Right? Fly plane into a building and killing thousands of innocent people. Not one news outlet said Satan worshippers went into the World Trade Centers. Not one. Not one. Don't get upset with me. Upset with the truth. Because it's going to be here all when I'm gone. He said, all that the earth is in thy power. See, God gives Satan the power, yes, so. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand. So God has said to him, right, yes, so say, only Job alone you know to touch. A instruction this. This who are the mastermind in the murder. See the mastermind in the murder. See the mastermind there. See Bin Laden there. According to the report. It's not me make up these people. It's not me make up this. Satan never initiated a conversation here. Satan did not initiate this conversation to go kill the 10 people. And it's only 10 people in the whole Bible. People can say Satan killed. And we use this. Even me, when I was a Christian, I used to talk this story out of ignorance. I preach on this story out of ignorance. The Lord said unto Satan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself not put forth thine hand. So Satan went forth from the presence of the Lord. You see that? And there was a day when his sons and his daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And there came a messenger unto Job and said, the oxen were plowing and the asses feeding beside them. And the Sabaeans fell upon them and took them away. Right? So you saw them dead. All right, and you saw the 10 people dead. And then while he was speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of God is falling from heaven. Listen to this, people. Stop playing, people. Stop lying on Satan, man. Listen to this. God Allah help. God also helped in the killing of the people. Them. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of God is falling from heaven. This you have to look upon. And hath burnt up the sheep and the servants and consumed them. And I only am escaped alone to tell thee. Even God is a part of the thing. Gene Spencer, Satan was a name of an angel, but God did expel him and other angels out of heaven. I'm not arguing on that story, you know. If that's your belief, I respect your belief. That is not my point of the conversation. That's not my point of the conversation. I'm showing you that Satan has not committed any mass murder on the face of the earth. Maybe in heaven, but there is no historical evidence of Satan doing anything that we should be demonizing Satan. None. Is educate to that way there. Them indoctrinate to that way. Who sent fire from heaven? Who sent fire from heaven? To help carry out the work what Satan did do. God sent fire from heaven, burn up the sheep and the servants them. Exactly, family. And Royal is still trying. Look, just look at this. I'm going to allow it. This is the Almighty God. This man is saying God allowed things to happen to accomplish God's will. Now, if that is not the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, so God is doing things and allowing man to do things to accomplish God's wills. So let me ask you a question, Mr. Royal. I thought God knew everything before it happens. Me think that God was a omnipotent, omnipresent God, omniscient God, is that the right word, where know everything before and after. So why would God allow man to do things to accomplish his will? So God will not already ordained. Why would God be allowing us to do things to accomplish his wills? God's wills would have already been done. Unless God is doing things according to what we do. It can't be God is doing things, allowing us to do things to accomplish his wills. That means that, all right, so if I don't do anything wrong then, if I decided that I'm not going to do anything wrong, so what is God's will? That means that something where God wants to happen will not happen? Is that the point of conversation? The point of this conversation is God is allowing us to do things to accomplish his will. So let's say we don't do anything wrong. Let's say God removes Satan and no one is here to tempt us. That means God's wills are the will of God will not be completed, will not be manifested. No. This serious, people. This serious. The man say, yes, he steps in the physical to communicate with man. If he did everything in his divine way, how would we know? What? Some things that God was all-powerful, all-knowing, know you from before you were born. Some never know God have to communicate with man. If he did everything in his divine way, how would we know? What? Let's move on, people. This a beat me. This a beat me, people. This a beat me. Anyway, back to the reasoning. You see? So this I show you right here, so say, make you get back before I get distracted. Because Mr. Thing said Royal I try to distract the reasoning. So while he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, the fire of God is falling from heaven, and hath burnt up the sheep and the servants and consumed them, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. See, while he was yet speaking, there also came another and said, the Chaldeans made out 3 bands and fell upon the camels and have carried them away, yea, and slain the servants with the edge of the sword, and I only am escaped alone to tell thee. While he was yet speaking, there came also another and said, thy sons and thy daughters were eating and drinking wine in their eldest brother's house. And behold, there came a great wind. That means, so when you see the wind that blow, who will blow the wind? There goes Christian people argument talking that God alone blow breeze. Because they would have to accept that God conspired with Job, with Satan, to kill off Job's family and Job's servant them. You see, Mr. Rowan? There goes the argument that is now the God alone can blow breeze, and there goes the argument that says when you feel you can feel the wind. Can you see it? No. So when you feel the wind, it's God. That is what Christian people, bread and butter. But we know now, say Satan in all him glory, because God gave Satan the power. So and behold, there came a great wind from the wilderness and smote the 4 corners. See? And smote the 4 corners of the house, and it fell upon the young men, and they were dead. And I alone am escaped to tell thee. You see that? So it's either Satan can blow wind, or God was assisting Satan in the killing of the 10 people. So Satan had no choice, because on him are the boss. Because if Satan did tell God, say, nah go, what would have happened? And a lot of people love to make the argument that, oh no, God already knew what was in Satan's heart. No, God gave Satan the power. God gave Satan the power to go carry this out. So what all of this mean? What all of this mean? Even in the Bible, the religious wars, them, the killing, the mass murder, all of the things them that you're reading in the Bible. The servant obey thy master. If you beat a slave to the point of death, you must not be prosecuted. If the slave lives a day or 2, but if the slave dies, as a result, you should be punished, because the slave is your property. Satan has nothing to do with that. Satan did not enslave black people. Deuteronomy 28 said, or says, God put us into slavery. Nothing about Satan. What happened is, what God said, if you worship any other gods, I'm going to punish you, because I'm a jealous God. It's not Satan put you into captivity. So Satan has done nothing on this earth. It's be a false accusation about Satan. I want to show you even how Satan is a good brethren. Let me show you how Satan is actually a good brethren. Be someone we call good people. Them say Satan took Jesus up on a mountain and said, me give you everything if you bow down and worship me. People take it literally and say Satan was passing in place. Because Jesus said, yo, everything is my own. No, you promise me it. That is 2 sons arguing over daddy things. It's a bigger son think that he's the heir to the throne. Because God is obviously still linking up with Satan and actually assisting him in carrying out a mission or a bet that God actually won. And God knew he was going to win this bet against Satan with Job, but he helped him anyway and killed Job's children, knowing that Job was not going to turn to the left or the right. So what was the purpose of it? To show him human side. That was the purpose of it. To show the same side, we say, go and kill the people them and take all the little virgin girls for yourselves. It's just the human side of God. The anthropomorphic side. It's not me making it up. Me just make you know, say, all the wickedness that go on upon the earth, go on in the name of religion. And it's not the satanic religion. All the wickedness that go on upon the earth, every wickedness that go on upon the earth, was done in the name of religion. And the three main religions, them do the most evil upon the earth here. There's nothing documented where any mass murder around the world was done through Satan. And people do not tell me that Hitler was the mastermind in the Holocaust. Go do your research on it. Do not go there so. Hitler was not the mastermind in the Holocaust. It's just that some people were not mentioned. I give you a clue. Go look how the eugenics movement was formed. I know it became a major thing in Germany that actually led to Hitler's ideologies. Hitler got his ideologies from the eugenics movement. Facts. That's a different story that for another time. So all in all, we can prove this without a shadow of a doubt. So the one we call the evil one is not the evil one. Me not go tell you who. You have to decide that for yourself. Me not go tell you, I wish one of them evil. I wish one of them wicked. But me know it's not Satan. And if you were to be honest in analyzing this case, you will find Satan not guilty. You have to look at the evidence when analyzing this case. So if you were sitting on a jury, if you're sitting on a jury right now, right? And them have Satan and God pan trial, you would have to look at the evidence. You'd have to look on the evidence, people. And tell me whose name people use for the wickedness, boy. Whose name? People use to kill, rape, steal, falsify information, the atrocities around the world, molesting little boys. None of them not doing a Satan name. People love to say a Satan make him do it. You see? That is what John said, Roel. That is what John said. You don't have no evidence of Satan stealing anything. The people them that stole all the resources from Africa did not come in Satan's name. That is what you not understand. You want lock in your ignorance, you're on your own. You want lock in your ignorance. Satan did not come to steal, kill, and destroy. We can prove that to you. After the colonization of the native people, they were not forced to accept Satan when them take away everything from them. When them take away all the whatever. We can point it out to you. See, after them take away all the things when King Leopold went into the Congo and killed over 10 million people according to the Europeans' count, he did not force anyone in the Congo to accept Satanism. As a matter of fact, the Congo is now a Christian state or a Christian country. So you have no evidence of what you say. Nobody ever go anywhere in the name of Satan and take away people land and take away people resources and rape and chop off people hand and foot and hang people on trees. Nowhere that has ever happened in the history of the earth. Nowhere. Everywhere the people them go in a Jesus name and them control it now, and Christianity is the thing there. The religion of the land, or Islam, or Judaism. That's a fact. So Satan will come to kill, steal, and destroy nothing. The Europeans that went into Africa and take away the native them land, and them this attack about. Unless you want to call them Satan, you not call them that. Unless you want to call them Satan. But me have a better name for them. Me just can't say it here, so. Because you go vex. You go vex. Oh, me can't bother the roll no more. Roll, you not get it. So me could leave you for another time. You see? So, at the end of the day, Zane, at the end of the day, I can safely say that Satan is not the problem on earth. You see? And will not be the problem on earth in our lifetime. And the reason why we cannot end all of the wickedness on earth, and the wickedness on earth will never end, because we fail to address the real culprits. The people them we are worship, quote unquote, holy deities, are subscribed to religion where them claim say is of peace and love and God. But any day, any day, we get rid of this narrative that Satan is the wicked one. Trust me, we might get some solution. Zin? Big up on yourself. One love. Zin? Out of here. Somebody said, call them name V. No, them are going to block my page. You have to figure that out, sister. Them are block my page. All right, one for the road. Let's take this one for the road. This is a good question. I like this question, Roel. Let me answer you with your book. Right? Let me answer you with your book. And this is not to change your mind from everything, brother. This is just a conversation. I'm not here trying to change anyone's mind. Right? Please understand that. Zin? All right? So let's understand that. Here's the answer to your question. You ask if Satan is good. See your answer there. Read it slow. Read that slow. Let me know if you need any help in reading that. Let me help you. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. You see that? That's the answer for your question. Is Satan good? You have to take up that with your Bible, brother. This is not for me to answer you. Read your Bible. Study to show yourself approved. All right? Big up yourself.